The work of the Lindo Creek Commission of Inquiry is over. The commission, which was headed by retired Justice Donald Trotman, handed over its report to President David Granger at State House on Thursday. It is the view of Justice Trotman that the implementation of the relevant recommendations contained in the report will solidify the intended objective of the COI.
Some of the recommendations, of course, have to deal with compensating the bereaved surviving relatives of the deceased miners in various ways. The President will, of course, have the prerogative of selecting what recommendations should be implemented, and in due course, he will make that announcement in his own deliberate judgment.
The COI is recommending the reopening of parts of the investigations that saw the death of Cecilia Roquium, Daxa Roquium, Horace Drakes, Bonnie Harry, Lancelot Lee, Campton Spears, Nigel Torres, and Clifton Berry Wong at Lindo Creek in the upper Demerara Berbice region on or about June 21, 2008.
It is not for us to have found anyone culpable, but we have identified some persons who, in their official capacities, performing their duties as public officers, should be inquired into, so that some explanations be given by them as to their conduct and actions, or their non-actions during the material times of 2008 and following.
The past 6 months saw the Commission searching and traveling to find the truth, according to Justice Trotman. As part of its work, the Commission journeyed back to Lindo Creek.
In our own time, and for the sake of closure, we and the suffering families of the murdered miners may want to forget that gruesome massacre of Lindo Creek, which shocked the conscience of the nation. But history and posterity will not erase the dark deeds of those who have conspired to disrespect the dead, to deceive the living, and to conceal the truth from the nation.
President David Granger made it clear that the veil will be lifted over the circumstances surrounding the deaths of many Guyanese during what he called a troubled decade.
My government will spare no effort to expose the intellectual authors and the perpetrators of such deadly violence. The truth of the troubles must be determined in order to reinforce our regard for the sanctity of life.
The COI, which was set up by President David Granger, will see others being held. He refrained from commenting on the report since it is still to be thoroughly examined. Handel Duncan, HGP Nightly News.